In this lesson, we're going to be talking about encoding and packing using Metasploit. We've taken a look at creating payloads using Metasploit, and the problem with the payloads that we're creating is that they would get caught by antivirus programs that are installed on a target machine. And of course, we don't want to get caught by antivirus that may potentially quarantine or delete the payload that we're actually trying to get executed. We've got the ability to actually encode exploits or programs. I'm going to take a look at MSF encode here, and we've got the help, and it's going to tell us how we would actually go about using MSF encode. You can see the different options we've got. We've got the architecture, we've got a list of characters to avoid, and we've got the number of times to encode the data, which is the -C here. We've got a help banner, we've got the encoder to use, and so forth. You can see also that we've got the output format here, and again, it comes in a variety of different formats and languages. What I want to do here is I want to create a payload, and then I'm actually going to dump it into MSF encode, and that's going to give us the encoded and packed program that we're looking to have. I'm going to run MSF payload, and again, I'm going to create the shell reverse TCP with my local host, and I've actually got the local port set here as well. I'm actually going to pipe that into MSF encode, and I'm going to use this encoder here. I'm going to run it through 5 times, and I'm going to generate raw output. Now, the reason for doing raw output is I'm actually going to create the executable on the very end of it. You'll see here I did raw output on the MSF payload as well. Now I'm going to do the encoding, and that's an alpha upper encoding that I'm going to do, and then we're going to run it through and do some more packing again. And then finally, we're just going to generate the executable. It's going to run through all of this. It's going to generate the payload, and then we're going to run it through the encoder to do some packing and encoding, and then finally we'll generate an executable out of it. And you'll see here that I'm calling it badexe.exe. Again, the reason for doing this is because we want to make sure that we're evading any antivirus that may be running on the target computer. And antivirus is pretty quickly going to see this shellcode that may be sitting there, and it's going to flag it, do some quarantine or whatever it is, and basically not allow us to make use of the payload. We need to be able to obscure it in a particular way, and that's what we're doing here, is we're obscuring it so that an antivirus program probably won't see it. You'll see that we did all of the work here, and now I'm going to take a look at badexe.exe, and you can see that it's a PE32 executable, which means it will run on Windows, because Windows uses the portable executable format, and this is 32 bits here. This is for MS Windows and the Intel 8386 processor architecture. So we've got the 32-bit Windows application here that we've created out of this particular payload, the shell reverse TCP. That's how you would use Metasploit, and specifically MSF payload and MSF encode, in order to do some encoding and packing. Again, you might be able to get around intrusion detection or antivirus programs.